Hello viewers, we have with us today Dr. Joydeep Srivastava, Ralph J. Tyler Professor of Marketing and Consumer Psychology at Robert and Head Smith School of Business. Dr. Srivastava also teaches consumer behavior at MYRA School of Business. Dr. Srivastava, a very warm welcome and we are honored to have you here at MYRA School of Business.
Thank you very much, Mamshi. It's a pleasure to be here.
Thank you. To begin with, this being your maiden visit to MYRA, how was your experience so far at MYRA?
It's been actually very good. I'm surprised by the quality of the students here and in particular the level at which they are sort of being engaged in the coursework and everything. So I've been quite impressed with that. And overall, I think MYRA as a campus and everything, it's a beautiful campus, beautiful setting. It's a great learning environment, I think.
We are happy to hear that from you, Doctor. And India is actually many markets within a market. What would you advise to an MNC wishing to enter into the Indian market?
The first thing they need to do is understand the Indian market, and any MNC cannot go into any other country without understanding. And as you rightly mentioned, India is, there are many markets within the entire market. So when people think of India, they think of it as a monolithic place, but it's really not. There's a lot of diversity in terms of culture, fooding, needs, habits, everything. And so an MNC, wanting to get into India, they need to understand the nuances and differences across regions and so on before they do that.
Yeah. Thank you, Doctor. Today, market research has become an indispensable tool for all the marketeers. So, in these efforts to be perfect, are we losing out our gut instincts? Your thoughts on this, Doctor?
No, in fact, market research is a way for firms to reach out and connect to consumers, to markets, to competitors. In fact, if anything, I would argue that marketing research is a linking essentially a firm to its markets. And markets are competitors, their customers, and so on. So you have more insight into your customers and the markets, and essentially helping a firm make better decisions. So I would argue exactly the opposite.
Oh, that's great to hear that. Thank you, Doctor. Finally, what would be your advice for the people who are pursuing MBA in India as well as who are aspiring to pursue MBA in India?
Well, first of all, I guess you first figure out what is a good location and everything, what is a good program. But most important, I think, as an MBA student, you want a good education, number one. Number two, you want to be placed. And you want to sort of see the lifetime value. If we talk about lifetime value, but you also see the value of the MBA in some sense, in terms of what is the opportunity cost? What is it that you're doing now? Is it okay for me? Is it worthwhile for me to give up these 2 years or 1 year and pursue an MBA and then sort of get a job? So I think people have to assess that for themselves, but they can do that in a very realistic fashion and then make sense of whether the MBA is actually worthwhile for them or not.
Yeah. Thank you, Doctor. It was a pleasure having you here. That's Joydeep Srivastava for you folks.
Thank you so much.